Good evening everyone, John Randall again. How we doing? Hope you're all good. You know me by now. This is time for chapter 9 of my book. For those who don't know, I wrote a book called It's Time to Open Up, Not Man Up. It's doing quite well. I'll show you the book. I like to show the book. Da-da, there it is. Doing really well. I've actually sold nearly 400 copies. Wow. Over the moon. Really am. It's really, uplifted me and made me happy. People kind of understand where I was going with the book. I wrote it in a really short poetry sort of layout, but it's easy to read. And yeah, thanks for your support. And it's really been, like I don't know, it's really cheered me up. And, it's nice to know that something you put a bit of time into is getting some reward, especially after all the crap that I've gone through, So yeah, thanks everyone. You can follow me on YouTube at John Randall 9053. Channel is my name, John Randall, and it's time to open up, not man up. If you type that in, you'll see it. Like and subscribe. Have a look. See, I think there'll be 8 videos there, 9 in a minute, and a few short videos about the promo for the book and some other stuff. So have a look. I'm on TikTok at RandallJ215. Again, there's videos there talking about men's mental health, trying to get the message out there. And we tackle all kinds of subjects. I've got 31 chapters in the book. I break them down. I do 3 videos a week. Just general chit chat and go through general chapters and just go through things that most men don't like talking about. And some of us to this day still bury and don't like going down that route. So we're going to have a start. So chapter 9 is about fatherhood and the roller coaster of being a parent. We all can agree it's brilliant. It's up and down. It is like everyday adventure, every tantrum, every different plot twist. There's always something going on, and it is amazing, but also it is very difficult, and it does cause a lot of stress, especially in your relationship, especially for yourself. So, like I said, it's like being a dad is like juggling flame torches while riding a unicycle. It's fun, terrifying, can be bloody funny as well, but it is hard. It's very hard, and there's no manual for being a dad. And me, I've got a son and daughter, so I've got one of each. And let me tell you, they're my whole world, but I'm not going to beat around the bush. Parenting is hard, from all those sleepless nights, nappy changes. Feels like a never-ending battle in the trenches with them, you know what I mean? One day I love you, one day I got the hump with you, The thing is about being a dad is like, it ain't just about, providing for the kids, teaching them right and wrong and trying not to lose your shit. It's also like facing your own fears, your own insecurities and your own shortcomings, Like me, never thought I had the right sort of job, didn't feel like I could give them more than I needed to. I just thought I needed to give more, give them more. And then it's only like, when I look back at things now, that just needed my time. Just needed me, and I was there for most of it. I can't say, as a dad, I've definitely done more than my fair share, but financially and sometimes trying to get that home life in order, I found difficult, especially like my son. He's 18 now, but when he was like young, I lost my dad, and he was about, he was only even 1, I don't think, and my dad died, so didn't really get to know him, and he didn't see how different I changed. I changed a lot. I love being around my son. Even now, he's a little shitbag, but I love him. You know what I mean? He's a character. But he came along, obviously, when I lost mum and dad. And obviously, we had Kira a few years later on, but he's also been little when we had the miscarriage as well. So it was difficult. It played its part on me. And as a dad, I always kept worrying about, am I doing enough? I need to give him more. I needed more. You know what? It ain't about that. It really ain't. It's giving them your time, giving them your love, and talk to them and they don't need everything. Like sometimes we're so obsessed with giving kids the best, and that's fine. That's what we do. But sometimes the best maybe is just us being there and talking to them and playing games with them and listening to their little stories and telling them about your stories and stuff. And it's very rewarding when you spend time with your kids just talking about stuff instead of worrying about. Men, we do worry about, I've got to give him more, got to give her more. You do all these things, and at the end of the day, it's about giving them your time. And mentally, the pressure you put on yourself being a dad is big because you want to prove to everyone you can do it. And like my mum and dad, they did give me everything, you know. We didn't have a lot, but what we had, we made the most of, especially like laughter and stuff. And so I wanted to make sure my kids had more than what I had. But sometimes, you know, what mum and dad taught me was, you know, laughter, love, the important things. You know, just spending time together. Especially my mum, like my dad, don't get me wrong, he was an old school, like I've already described. He was, you know, mental health wasn't spoke about him, you know. He had his own little issues, but my mum definitely spent a lot of time with me and my sisters, and laughter was our sort of like common thing in our house. It's something I forgot about as I got older. Sometimes you've got to laugh at life, because life just throws shit and shit at you. And if you can laugh through it and get through it, there you go. But we all forget it because stresses come, you know. Oh, forgive me, I got the old hairy chest out today. Look, even that's turning white. Bloody hell, getting old. Oh, God help me. Won't talk about that. The thing about getting old, you get hair in places you never expected to get it, do you? I won't go into that, but you know, that's another little stress. But let's be honest, when I had my daughter, again, your mentality changes for all the dads out there that have a daughter. You become like a big protective man, you know, only you know how to love her, and you give her everything you can. Them little blue eyes, they look at you and you fall for it all the bloody time, and I always do. My son was just as bad, but my daughter gives me the eyeballs, mate, that's it. You know, I'll give her it. But again, she just wants your time. Doesn't say it a lot, but my daughter likes sitting there having chats with you, especially when we was little. She's such a character. Even now she's a character. She's a bit leerier now, but she was a character. And all the pressure you put on yourself as a dad always comes down to finances and not providing enough, where really and truly kids are happy with what they got. And if you make them understand that, you know, you can't have that, this is what I can give you, they'll understand in time. You just got to teach them that, you know, you can't have everything, and if you do want something, you've got to work for it. You don't get given things in life, you've got to work for them, you know. And the same with this, like with mental health, I said before, opening up and talking about it. You know, even when you're a parent, speaking with your partner or your wife or whatever, just saying you've got them fears, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that, you know, it makes such a difference. But we don't open up, as I said, as my book title says, and I've gone through the last 8 chapters, every single bit comes down to being scared to talk. And being a dad is a big thing to talk about. You need to talk about it with, I don't know, you've got a brother, you've got a friend who are dads. Well, you know, you find you've all got these same sort of insecurities and same worries. You know, when you've got these little dudes that are just born and you don't know what to do with them, you know, doing your first nappy, like, bloody hell, what goes on here? When you've got a boy, you understand it, you know, you're used to it, you know what's going to happen. When you've got a girl, you don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? It's a scary time. We've all made our mistakes as dads, putting nappies on backwards, and, you know, I've made more than a few mistakes with the nappies, and when you've got them dirty craps they do all up their back and whatever, I don't miss them. You know, things like that, and you got to sort of laugh and go with it, you know, and sometimes, you know, going to that school play and being that loud dad, definitely me, being so proud of them, and thinking you got your kids going, oh no, not dad again. He's shouting his mouth off. But hey ho, I'm proud of my kids. And no, we're all going to make mistakes. You just got to roll with the punches and embrace all the chaos that comes along with kids, because it is organised chaos. It's like a war, especially when they're little and you're chasing them around trying to change their bums, and you know, they get faster and faster, don't they? You know. And if I'm honest, you know, you love it really. We all love it, but it is hard. But you've got to really enjoy the kids. But it is, the pressure's come down to it. It's more often than not it's finances and not being able to provide what you think they need, when really and truly they just need you. Just need your time. Just need you to be that funny, loving, chilled out dad that they want all the time, you know. My daughter, you give her a kiss, she thinks you can fix everything with a kiss, you know. Especially when she was younger, a dummy in her mouth and a snotty nose. You know, give her a cuddle and a kiss, she was fine. As she got older, cool, try and kiss her now. Golden Bennett. You know, it's like, oh no, sorry dad. And like my son, he used to make me things and draw. You know, he loved drawing things. I mean, I've got so many drawings scattered around somewhere. He drew so many things, and you remember all them things, and he misspells things, and you end up laughing about it. You know, all the little things that they do for you. You are their superhero. Just be that person. There's no perfect dad. There's loads of pressures, like thinking we've got to be a perfect dad. But the answer is quite simple. You know, none of us have got it figured out, but it's just giving them the time. You know, Just spending that little hour with them, playing with toys like we used to do. No, do them things with them. No, I play with Barbies with your daughter. There's no shame in it. You know, have a laugh with her. Show her that you don't care. It's all about having time with her. And as you get older, you want to spend that time. I mean, for all this now, my kid, he's 18, so getting time with my son, he's hard. Because he's got a girlfriend and he's off seeing his own little world. My daughter's 13 and she's, got her own little life with her friends and what have you. But when she comes to me, she sits with me, we chill on the sofa, we can talk about anything. Sometimes we haven't got to talk, we're just like sitting there next to each other in each other's company. That's why you know that they want to be around you, because you spent time with them, you do things with them. It's all about doing stuff with them. It ain't about money, what you can buy, just sit down and spend time with them. Watch a film with them, have a sing-song, go for a walk. No, just don't pressure yourself, because we put ourselves too much pressure on ourselves to make sure they've got everything they need. And yeah, fair enough, it is fine. If you can give them better stuff and you work hard for it, then give them it. But by all means, don't stress yourself out about it. It's something that I've done, and it really, really plays on your mind. And you magnify it too much, and again, off goes the overthinking, off goes the stress, and all the other stuff that goes with it. So remember, just chill. They just like having you there. They've got dinner on the table, they've got clothes on their back. That's fine. Got somewhere to live, that's fine. You're doing it. And everything else you think you need in time, just work hard and, you can start getting them things slowly. Just don't stress yourself out to give it to them. If you can't give it, you can't do it. It's simple as that. And don't overthink it and make yourself ill worrying about it. So here's to all you great dads out there with the cheesy dad jokes. Definitely me. Who can kiss all the pain and kiss all the scratches and all the things they hurt themselves with better. And all the ones that get all the crafty sweets when no one's looking. We all do it. But what do we do? That's what we do. Make our kids happy. Again, it's not about how hard you work, how much money you make. It's about showing them that you care. It's a thing that we overlook it all the time. It's just time. And again, just being honest with yourself. If you can't give them something or you're stressed about something, speak to the people. Speak to your partner, whoever it might be, and say, look, I'm having a bit of an hard time with this, I'm stressing about that. And you'll find that you've all got the same sort of worries. So don't stress yourself out over it. Kids just need you. They want your time, they want you to talk to them, and they want to hear all your stories and all the other stuff. It's so simple. But again, we focused on material things, and we're all guilty of it. We do. We want to make kids have the best stuff, look good and all that. That's just, especially more so now, it's the norm. Do you know what the norm was when we were kids? Mum and Dad let you go out, do you had to do, you came home, you respected them, you had dinner, you didn't question your dinner, didn't say I don't like that, you ate it, and then went to bed and you had a good time without your friends. My mum made time to sit and talk to me, so I'm definitely a mummy's boy. But my dad, he was, I say, old school, he's like that old school dad, he didn't have much to say. He'll try and do things with you, but he found it hard. That's just how it was. But now, we can change all this. We can change it. Spend time with the kids. Don't worry about what you can't give them, what you can't afford. Your time is precious, and their kids are precious. So put that together. You have a precious moment. And they'll remember all the time you made effort with them, done their homework with them. Most of our homework we can't even do ourselves now, let's be honest. Bloody hell, I've seen some of it, I can't even do it. But still, you try. That's what we got Google for. But at the end of the day, don't pressure yourself into things that you ain't got to worry about. As long as your kids are happy and smiling and you're spending time with them and you love each other, that's all that matters. Everything else, when you can afford that extra treat, then treat them. Just don't stress yourself out. And if you're a man now who's just got a newborn, it's hard, mate. It is hard, yeah. But bloody enjoy it. Change them nappies. Do some morning and night feeds. Bond with your kid. Ain't nothing better than doing that 4 o'clock feed when they're sitting there staring at you while you're feeding them. That's just love. You're staring in their eyes. I'm telling you now, that's full-blown love. You don't know what love is until you've got a kid in your hands. And I'm embracing that now because I enjoyed that, and I did step up and do that. And my next level now be a granddad. God help me, but I do miss them little cuddles with your kids when they're staring at you and they're just looking at you like you're your whole world. You're looking after that little person. You're going to navigate them all the way through the world. Bloody scary, but bloody hell is it rewarding. Especially now, I look at my kids now. They're grown up into good little humans, you know, wonderful people. Not saints, but hey, none of us are. At the end of the day, people, that is that. It's chapter 9. Hope you enjoyed it. Just don't stress yourself out. Enjoy every minute of your kids. Whether you're with your partner or not, time with your kids is the most precious time. And it will get you through all them bad times. And again, my name's John Randall. You can follow me on YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel. It's at John Randall 9053. You type in John Randall and put in "It's time to open up, not man up." You will see my face. Just like and subscribe. TikTok, it's Randall J, at Randall J, 215. Give me a follow. You know, I'll follow you back. And yeah, we'll get talking. Remember, people, my book's out. It's on Amazon. The hardback. It's for £12. Remember, it's time to open up, not man up. Okay. Have a lovely evening. Thanks for listening. And enjoy time. Enjoy time with your kids. And I'll speak to you soon. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.